set up, and there's a beaver right there. There. Ah, absolutely unbelievable. I'm back in the woods with the beavers. A few months ago, I really thought that I wasn't going to get out here this year at all with the whole pandemic thing. But this is now the third time in 5 weeks. So let me just start unpacking my gear and I'll explain what's going on. So what am I doing back here again? Well, soon after I got back from the second trip here, I got a message from a Dutch wildlife photographer and YouTuber called Jeroen Kloppenburg. I hope I've pronounced his name right. He messaged that he was in Scotland and asked whether I'd be interested in coming along to watch the beavers with him. And of course, I was delighted to come and do that. I'm only coming out for one night. As I said last time, we're getting really quite close now to having a baby. In fact, it's very likely by the time I release this vlog that I'll be a father. I thought that I'd just bring kind of a gas stove and a gas canister and pop-up food, and that way I'd reduce the amount of stuff that I was carrying in here, and I managed to do that and got my rucksack much lighter than last time. And then I decided, because it's going to be quite gloomy and overcast, that I really wanted to bring the 300mm lens as well as the 500. So actually I've ended up carrying pretty much the same weight as before, and it was heavy. Yeah, I don't know how Morten Hilmer carries his whole 20-something kilograms around the woods with him every time he goes. He's obviously just a very fit chap. But anyway, I've agreed to meet Jeroen in 20 minutes along by the lake where the beavers live, and so yeah, we'd better go and head along and see if we can meet him, and then see if we can find some beavers. And you know, as always, if not, it is a fantastic place to spend time and watch wildlife. There he is.
Going to do that? Okay, yeah, then I use it.
So you're doing a lot of tracking, right?
That's my profession.
Yeah, so you can really tell something about the signs on the ground from the beavers.
Actually brought something for you. Because last year we also released the English.
Whoa, that's really cool. Thank you very much.
The tracks of West European animals, Beaver,
Awesome.
Beaver included.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you very, very much. There's a beaver right there. There. surface for a little bit and had a look at us. Probably decided we weren't that interesting and quietly slipped back under and has probably gone back into his lodge now. Yeah, have a look at this. I did get a couple of photos. I don't know whether they're really any good, but I'll try and show you on the back of the camera. So we've just had another encounter with the beavers, both of them up this time, just briefly, and they both swum off down the loch, working on whatever project they're working on, so we'll have to wait and see if they come back, bringing anything back to the lodge next.
That's something that they, in the Netherlands, they do that in the morning. When in the morning I get up really early, and when I see them swimming with a branch, I know they go inside, and then they have one branch like for a snack, and then they go to sleep. And
that's it, then they don't see them again.
And then we don't see them again.
Right.
So that's really something we see in the morning.
So how long have you been doing vlogs?
Vlogging since March, I think, now.
Okay.
That I'm making the wildlife photography vlogs.
Yeah.
I had the equipment already because for my field guides, the trekking guides, I want to do everything myself. I had a long history of jobs, and I've also been involved in video production for 10 years or so.
Okay, so you knew that side of it already.
Yeah.
I really didn't, and it's still the hardest part of it. Is this part's easy.
Yeah.
The putting it together, it takes me a long time because it's hard.
Yeah. Make nice transitions that it's nice to watch.
Yeah.
But even that for me was hard because YouTube is totally different from normal video production.
Yeah.
It's keeping the attention.
Yeah. Owl? Very early for an owl, but it is?
Yeah, it's a male.
Oh, wow.
A male Tawny owl.
Wow. So the Tawny owls are really giving it some tonight, and Jeroen's going to try and talk to them.
Let's see if it works out. If I have to do it before camera, right? My impression's probably not good enough to get them here.
That's still pretty cool. So we haven't had any more sightings of the beaver for a little while now. We think both of them have just gone off down the loch now and working on some project off over there somewhere. They'll probably be busy there for some time. And the light's fading now quite a lot, but it's been absolutely fantastic sitting here, and it's been great chatting to Jeroen as well, and talking about his different adventures watching wildlife. It's really, really interesting. And, so he's got a cool channel, and I will put a link in the description and a little card up wherever they go, and really highly recommend that you go and check out his channel because there's some really, really cool stuff on there. 300mm 2.8 lens and the teleconverter, because being able to go to f4 just gives me that little bit more light if the beavers come back. And then of course I can always whip that teleconverter off and just have the 2.8 lens, and just gives me the ability to keep going that little bit longer than I would with the 500 5.6. But at least the rain has stopped again now. In that heavy rain it would actually have been really hard to see a beaver swimming past, because the water was all churned up, and what you rely on when you're watching for them is the kind of the bright disturbance in the water as they swim along. So with the heavy rain they could be going backwards and forwards there, and you'd have to be quite lucky to spot them.
Probably going to text me tomorrow, like, Jeroen, there were kids and they all like dabbled around in the water right in front of me. Just 10 minutes after you left.
Of course, yeah. I'm not even that good in Photoshop.
Yeah, they are not that hard to see. I'm working on the wolves right now.
Wolves?
If you, on my Dutch tracking website, whalingtracking.nl, I have a blog, because the female and the male, I track them down for the Dutch Mammal Society. Right. They have like a wolves in the Netherlands, it's called. But I'm going because I'm still riding a lot in the dark.
You've got a long drive.
Yeah.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I think this shouldn't be the last collaboration we do.
No.
I think
Whenever you find yourself in Holland, then let me know.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
We watch the beavers over there.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
thanks.
Good stuff.
See you next time, Geoff.
See you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you.
And enjoy the little one when she's there.
Thank you.
Hey, bye-bye.
See you. Oh, what a cool guy. That was really awesome to meet Jeroen, and chatting about all his tracking projects and wildlife projects. Really interesting stuff. So it's got pretty dark now. I've switched to the fastest lenses I have. I'm recording this on the 20mm 1.8 because that's the only lens I've got that's got any chance of getting a decent light gathering now in this gloom, and I'm on the 300mm 2.8 on here, but I think realistically the light's probably gone. Just had an awesome beaver encounter. It's really dark. You probably can't see me. I don't want to turn a light on because I'll ruin my night vision. But I was walking along. I just took the 300 2.8 and the Z7. I didn't bring the vlogging camera with me. I was walking along a bit further along the side of this loch, and I actually saw a beaver sitting in the shallows, and it was eating. I could hear it chewing. I really hope that that sound came through on the video. If it did, it's amazing because I could actually hear it chewing. So cool. So I'll show you that footage now, and then we'll restart the vlog tomorrow morning. So good night. it is a wet one. So got up nice and early, made myself some coffee, and now I've come back down to the lake where the beavers live, and hopefully I'll see some this morning. I've set my stuff up in the same place as last night, and now I'm just going to have a little wander along with the 300mm teleconverter on the tripod, because it's still a bit gloomy. I'm just going to see if there's any activity along where I saw the beaver last night. So I shall be quiet now and kind of creep up to where that was. Awesome beaver encounter just now. I don't think I got anything on film. I don't think I got any photographs, unfortunately, because it all happened very quickly, and I couldn't even set up my equipment because the beaver was so close. I was walking along, and suddenly, right down below me, on the edge of the water, there was a beaver feeding. It was even closer than the one last night. I realised that even opening out the tripod legs would make too much noise. So I didn't try to get the camera out. I just enjoyed the moment, sitting, watching the beaver for a few minutes. And after a bit, I don't know if it scented me or saw me, but it sort of plopped into the water. It didn't get agitated at all, but it just sort of swam out, further out into the middle. But oh, that was so nice. Such a nice little encounter. I'm sorry I wasn't able to share it, but telling the story is still good, I think. Anyway, I'm going to go back down to where I left my other kit opposite to the lodge, and I'll go and sit there now for, I guess, an hour or so, and hopefully the beavers haven't gone to bed yet. That one went to the other side of the lake somewhere, so hopefully we'll still see them again before they go to bed and I have to go and pack up and leave. So head on back down to the other end again. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm not doing very well at vlogging today, I'm afraid, but I've just had another fantastic encounter with the beavers. Just got back here to where I'd left my other kit, and I hadn't even had time to put everything down, and I could see a beaver coming from round to the left, and it had a big branch with it, and it's exactly as Jeroen was saying yesterday, is that kind of just before going to bed they take a nice fresh branch with some nice leaves or something on down into the lodge with them as a snack for during the day, and I think that's exactly what I've just seen. And this time I captured it, so here's some footage of that. So nice. Pretty awesome, huh? I'm really, really chuffed seeing that. I'm really pleased. That's the best beaver sighting in all 3 of these trips so far. So, yeah, brilliant. Right, so I think the beavers have gone to bed. It's 7:30 and I've not seen any activity at all for the last 40 minutes since seeing that one beaver take that branch in as a daytime snack. Now I was really holding out hope that the other beaver might have still been out and about somewhere, but I suspect they're now both in the lodge and that's where they'll be until nightfall. As it got a bit lighter, I tried to put the 500 PF lens on instead of the 300 in the teleconverter, and I had to take it off again straight away because it's really humid here. Actually, it was steaming up inside, which was pretty worrying actually. But yeah, all the view through the camera was really cloudy, and I opened it up and there was really sort of thick fogging on the back element of the lens, so there's some moisture got in there, so I'll have to dry that out really carefully when I get home. It's annoying actually because I missed a dab chick that was swimming around just here, really close. I could have got some really nice video and pictures, but that happened to pop up just when I was faffing about trying to work out why the lens was all cloudy, so I missed that, but it was pretty nice to see. It was good. As I said before, this is almost a bit sneaky getting this trip in that I thought that last trip was going to be my last trip away, so I'm going to head straight back home now. I'm not going to stay here in the woods, lovely as it is, but you know, I got my one night out in the woods and it's been fantastic. And it was absolutely awesome meeting Jeroen. That was really, really cool, and as I said before, do check out his channel and his photography because there's some really cool stuff there. I'm really looking forward to having a look at the animal tracks book he gave me because he's a professional tracker, and that little book he gave me looks really interesting actually. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. It has been fantastic here, seeing that beaver taking the branch down into its lodge and seeing the other one feeding earlier. Absolutely fantastic. Some of the best beaver encounters I have had here or indeed anywhere. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please give a like and make a comment. And if you enjoy this content and you've not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. See you on the next one. Goodbye.